Alright everyone, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video on I-76 out here in the Great Plains of eastern Colorado. This video mainly focuses on Fort Morgan, which is the control city on I-76 heading east from Denver. I'll admit that Fort Morgan is probably one of the most random control cities for an interstate highway, but I guess I kind of understand it because there's not a lot of big cities heading east on I-76 from Denver, and I-76 just ends at I-80 just over the border from Colorado inside of Nebraska. I won't really talk about control cities on this channel because my friend Todd does that over on the YouTube channel Control City Freak, and I don't want to have any gimmick infringement, I guess you could say, on this channel. But anyways, so I recorded this video while I was driving up towards Sidney, Nebraska, because that's where I spent the night. I took I-76 east from the E-470 toll road, and I took that all the way up to Sterling, which I got on US Highway 6. And then I took Colorado 113 from there all the way up to the Nebraska border, which turned into Nebraska Highway 19, which brought me up to Sidney, Nebraska, where my hotel was. I did not film any more after this video ended, and I wasn't even really planning on filming this video either, but I was just deciding to film because the weather looked really interesting, so I was wondering if I could capture some severe weather, but it never ended up raining along the drive that I was going on. And plus, I don't see any videos of I-76 in Colorado whatsoever because, let's be honest, I-76, especially heading eastbound, is probably the least interesting interstate to drive in Colorado for obvious reasons because it mainly passes through the Great Plains. But at least if you're heading westbound, you could probably see the Rocky Mountains pretty good in the distance. I've never driven I-76 westbound for any reason, just because it's not in an area that I really necessarily need to drive on any of my road trips. And here is a photo of the Nebraska welcome sign that I took on my way up to my hotel for the night in Sidney. And as you can see, it features Chimney Rock on there, and as you can see, it's actually shot up pretty good. I actually like the Nebraska welcome sign. It's actually probably one of my favorite ones, believe it or not. It's plain, but it's simple, and I like its message, the good life, home of Arbor Day. And here are some photos I took of the sunset that was there in Sidney, Nebraska that night. Absolutely beautiful. I took these with my phone, and I wish I had my camera on me when I was walking back to my hotel for this sunset, but I just was blown away by how beautiful this sunset was, and it was honestly the most picturesque sunset of my entire trip in Sidney, Nebraska, of all places. And this was my first time ever being in Nebraska, so this is just really awesome to see and such a beautiful introduction to the state for me personally. So over the course of the next month, I will have 4 videos coming from Nebraska. They will all be in the western part of the state, so please don't expect videos from like Lincoln or the Omaha area because I have not been to that area of Nebraska, and it is a very long drive to even get to that area of Nebraska from the part of the state that I was in anyways. I hope you guys will be able to look forward to those videos, and I hope you all also enjoyed this video here going through the eastern plains of Colorado. I know it's not the most exciting scenery in the world, but I hope I was able to entertain you for at least a few minutes here on YouTube. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.